this morning. Every day for the last 3 to 4 years, they would send a aircraft to commit a radio or radar frequency. Make sure this pilot loses his license and goes to jail because it's an ISIS-connected terrorist. I'll be proving all those facts for you. As you can hear the air unit, it doesn't matter. Check the time and date. It's 7:41, August 1st, 2019. Check the time and date. You'll see somebody's invading airspace. And that's all you need to know. Off of 18620 Hatteras Street, Tarzana, California. Now we're going to get on to their elimination. We're going to be sending everything to Sergeants Chavez and Plasencia for major crimes units. Plasencia for major crimes conspiracy section. And Major Crimes Chief's Office will be receiving all data as they've received more than enough data for 400 million arrests as it is. From crooked officers involved with child pornography and terrorism, ISIS connected, and crooked officers that are selling children, selling heroin on the streets, and weapons bought from ISIS or given from ISIS for deals out here on the streets. Like the officers that are sitting right there. Those are some of the officers that have been there for 8 months misusing city funds, committing a federal offense. As you can see them right through the light. You see the unit with its lights on? Like that one right there, who's involved with child pornography, involved with ISIS terrorism, and involved with committing trillions of dollars in U.S. deficit through computer crimes, but who violated Homeland Security ICER apps, involved with the Secret Service impersonation and why it's there right now, but involved with the murder of a Secret Service agent that died on a canoe boat that was made to look like an accident. With the other unit next to it, and the other unit next to that one too. But who is connected to this phone by identity theft, sent already to Sergeants Chavez and Sergeant Plasencia for major crime section, and many more people. But by its C as in cat, V as in Victor, 1 radio, but who also did a SIM card swap to my mother's phone, 818-300-9221, with T-Mobile agreeing to it. And I'm still waiting for T-Mobile to give the ticket number on the identity theft committed by these officers, which is not the first, but 8 identity thefts committed by these officers. Now let's get on to showing the phones they copyrighted, and we'll get on to the rest. And I'm talking about they copyrighted every single phone, which is trillions of dollars in damages by computer cyber, but who Department of Justice has been looking for the last 4 years for the FBI hackings, CIA hackings, and the rest. We're proving all facts by computer chips, serial numbers, and exact information. Exact. And including right here the receipt of the kidnap attempted murder that will prove these officers involved with the kidnap attempted murder of me. Right here with the Energizer, gonna give the video surveillance of it by serial number, agreeing but not after 10,000 cameras were found on an Energizer battery charger. So here's a serial number proving fault and agreeing Energizer to it by serial number, which is a declaration to their death sentence, which they did commit a death sentence crime. And will state, my toilet just flushed, but how they've been concealing the crimes for 4 years. As it's through the DWP phone to prove it, letting out the FCC ring, and cutting off the water hose outside my window, and that's a G code that came out of the phone that had the 100 police officers' names involved with the crimes, by walkie-talkie codes, but who pretended to be Secret Service, Homeland Security, and other government agencies through that phone, including impersonating a major crime sergeant as John Lozano from West Valley did impersonate a major crimes, and he was on that phone by John Lozano by walkie-talkie code on the DWP phone, which is right here, the G code revealing of their devil worshipping connection to their devil worshipping group. Go ahead, take a look, good look. It might make you rich. Take a picture too. It actually will make you rich. Take a picture. Here you go. Wait. Let's get the magnifying glass. Let's make it picture perfect, actually. Magnifying glass, please. Oh, I forgot. I don't have a secretary. Not yet, though. I'll bet you're having like about 20 to 30 secretaries soon. Trust me on that part. That's a for sure. That's a confirmed. If not more than that. I'm thinking way more than that. I'm thinking I'll be having way more than that on secretaries. Because I'm going to be a big businessman. Oh, and don't forget this phone too. That will prove their connection to a Nazi dictatorship in the United Kingdom, but by the Falcon that they're located to on the phone of Motorola, which is a funding terrorism network. But behind it, the very Falcon the LAPD officers are connected to. Right there, same Falcon. Nazi. But why they're showing the torture of a Jew and them connected to the United Kingdom, who's involved with the terrorist attack plan for over 30 years. And the same Falcon that's on Spectrum, and Spectrum stealing my number, and proof of it on MARK, period, SHALLIT, period, 902, at Instagram.com, where you can hear Spectrum saying, yes, they do have my phone number, and yes, they had it for 2 to 3 years connected to their services, but lying about it 100 times with every name, ID number, time, date, department, and state of the Spectrum company. From Hudson Valley, New York to California. Now let's get back to this. Energizer going to be supplying the kidnap attempted murder of me 2 weeks ago, but not before, proving with a 911 call made to Dale. But why the helicopter of LAPD shouldn't have been above my building. And the SUV, but not before the canoe on top of the boat driving by, as I was on Instagram, but as proving the LAPD officers were involved with killing that Secret Service agent, but not before impersonating one, which we're going to show you on court documents where an LAPD officer impersonated a Secret Service agent on court documents at a held probation office meeting on 9/16/2017. And this is the piece that recorded, we're going to show you the piece that recorded the video of the LAPD officers kidnapping me illegally, but not before drugging me, and illegally doing it by paying off my brother and mother, not only paying my brother off a 2-year jail sentence to commit medical fraud, but then frauding 300 calls of LA Healthcare and them stealing the phone call list that was in my bag, my recorder, and this piece right here, which was the Energizer main piece, the biggest one, but the main piece I really have, which has been taken with me on all my travels to convict them on all the rest and all the officers that followed, which I'm going to show you in 1 second. As you can see, the Energizer stamp. This is the one that recorded the officers kidnapping me and taking me not only to Tarzana Hospital, who was involved with the crimes, but to a fake hospital after that, which was ran by police officers pretending to be nurses and doctors. Which was run by swamp coolers and giving out ice creams and cigarettes, which would never happen at a facilitation like that. Think about it. Swamp coolers? No, never in lifetime. Better Business Bureau, 100%. Serial number by Energizer saying, we fucked up. Yes, they did. Why? We'll show you now the other piece where you can actually see the cameras, but where you can see on Instagram this piece and how many cameras that it has. But we'll be showing you everything right now. Enjoy the show. And why I say I take this one with me on all my travels is for this reason right now. Just give me 1 second. Because I wear it on my neck, or used to wear it on my bracelet. And here goes the piece here. Now go ahead and take a good gander in there. And around, as you can see, the layer, top layer being all cameras. Hold on. It's got to be picture perfect, doesn't it? Well, it will be. Just give me a second. I want to blow it up for you. Now, I do want to state, the LAPD officers outside who are connected to this phone are not only stealing my accounts by terrorist Elon Cohen, who is number 2, lives in apartment 208, but who from his laptop and uses my accounts every day, but shares it with the LAPD officers who committed a $6.5 million bank fraud under my name by www.nerdyhires.com, but paying out $25 to $45 an hour to pay people to pretend to be my LA Healthcare, for the record. And then we're going to show you the 50 letters of LA Healthcare that they frauded, but to their same neo-Nazi, and created from Google Docs, from the phone we're going to be showing you, of theirs as well, that we do have on record. You see all the cameras on the top layer? Now look in that hole. Look in the hole. You see the camera watching you? Wait. Wait. Take a better look. Hold on. You see that? Is it getting clear for you? Is it getting clear for you? Is it getting clear for you? How about now? Is it getting clear for you now? How about now? Is it getting clear for you now? How about now? Is it getting clear for you now? How about now? How about now? How about now? See all those cameras? Those are all cameras, by the way. That's why I said 10,000 cameras on a little piece. Yeah, they're all cameras. Completely wireless. I do want to state for the record. Never seen before. Only one made by an Energizer company. Only one in the world made. And used to commit a crime against the White House. Which is a serious violation. And proves funding terrorism. But I'm sure Energizer, since they're going to supply all video and camera feed, I'm sure they could work out something with presidency not to take their company away from them. As many companies will be lost to this. Many companies. That's a part of security state committing crimes here too. And he'll be arrested too. They were, the people in my home were paid to commit crimes of kidnapping. As the male here is a suspect for 30 years. He will be sued. His name's Ari Bloom, 818-644-1100, but who has identity theft on my phone at the moment. But who will be sued for 30 years flat. But coming into this home by the security state to commit crimes and has committed problems for 30 years in this house ever since he's been here. Everything will be done and taken care of in the end. Everybody will be arrested. And death penalty charges will be given. As a death penalty crime was committed. First in United States history of war crimes. The first in United States history of war crimes. We're going to show you the child obscenity and child pornography crimes LAPD committed in my bathroom for 18 years and then 30 years to me next. And how they created a complete false criminal record, as it will be expunged once the judge sees that, and with the FBI involved too, and FBI committing counterfeiting ring with the LAPD officers out of their Logix banks, but 60% of currency of United States who FBI counterfeited, the proof of it, and how they did it, and why they did it. Next. And proof of them failing to respond to a 1974 Privacy Act, which is a major constitutional violation, but for the reasons of them poisoning me at the age of 6 years old to make me do criminal acts, to get a criminal record so they can continue with their devil-worshipping organization. FBI is a major suspect in this crime, as they were involved with the May 4, 2017 cyber terrorist attack to the United States White House by 5-page virus, but while on an official operation that they created called organized gang stalking, but me proving the very reason why Kami got fired May 9th, 2017, but why he got fired is because the reason FBI trying to set him up was proven by NSA seeing the May 4th, 2017 incident, never reporting it happened by my computer system, but telling President Trump and him then firing Kami. Now we're getting interference from out there. That's why they got paid to do that. And we'll prove that in a minute. As we'll show you the postcard after my mom's visit in Romania, where she was cursed on not only the same falcon that's on that postcard, but the very Vlad the Impaler's hometown. Like I said, they sealed their fate today with me, since they pissed me off yesterday for sure. Now I want to state, Internal Affairs Bureau is involved with 2 attempted murders of mine, with one of the attempted murderers admitting that he was sent by Internal Affairs. That office will be investigated for those 2 attempted murders, as they were both men of military background, and one admitting to Internal Affairs sending them to kill me, which is a major violation on Internal Affairs. And that's why Internal Affairs received thousands of hours and evidence, even stole evidence as Sergeant Mares 2 out of the Bradbury building after receiving evidence. And then me going the next day saying they threatened to kill everybody in my house. Moved out the next day in boxes out of the Bradbury building, his complete office, and disappeared off the force, but not before having his signature, taking my evidence with the evidence placed on the paper he signed. And you can see it on my Instagram account as well. As it's something called the vacation. And when they get the vacation, and that being any LAPD officer, means that they get the vacation, a sum amount of money, and disappear off the force after receiving certain amount of information in my case. And that's after law enforcement breaching of the White House crime, where a Secret Service agent was not only impersonated and one killed by LAPD officers, as the LAPD officers did work as personal hitmen for FBI Los Angeles. Hey, what do you think, guys? This is going to make a great video. You know that? Now I want you to look right here clearly, okay? Look clearly right here. Look straight ahead. Don't miss it now. Look, hey, if you close your eyes once, you might miss it. So don't miss it. Concentrate. 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 There's a bunch of them, I know. But the one I want you to mainly is directly in the middle of the square in front of you. Not the one to the left. Not the one to the right. Directly in front of you. Look good now. Don't blink. You might miss it. I'll help you. Don't worry. You'll see it. You'll definitely see it. And there it is. I want to say this device was illegally, Q as in Cubert, C as in cat, passed illegally, like many other things we have that we will be showing you as well. And ETC and FTC and FSC involved with major violations. They will be investigated for their acts in terrorism, and they could be jailed for a life sentence due to the death penalty charge committed after. I think they should be jailed, fined as usual, and punished severely for their involvement. And their attempt to kill my president is still going on. They still attempt to kill Donald Trump, which I will protect with my life, as I have to protect my president of the United States. I am forced to, and I have to, and I will. Because I love my President Trump and his family. I think they're great people, and I think he raised a great son that's going to be a future president. As I know Donald Trump will be a future president again in the years past 2020. Take a good look now. Oh, don't forget, take a picture. It'll get you rich. Trust me on that one. Maybe I should take off this. And maybe it's going to be better to see it now. Maybe I should have thought about that from the beginning. And then put in the sunlight. Maybe I should have used my brain. But then again, just waking up early and being a 5-year hostage of LAPD and FBI, it's a different story. You know what I'm saying? A little bit different of a story. Maybe that's not working right. Maybe here. And maybe I'll cover up a little bit of the flash. Maybe that'll work better. There it is. I'm sure you can see many of them. Look at the tip here. Go ahead and take a look around. Go shopping if you will. Go ahead, you can be a window shopper on this one. I love window shoppers too. Shop around until you see something you like. Go ahead, shop around. Shop around over here a lot too. You hear that? That's a white sticker tech vehicle, the last one there is. And we'll explain the white sticker tech vehicle team, which is a 4-man party. This is the last one that parks directly in front of my window, as contains a white sticker on top of their VIN. As I want to go ahead and state, only 4 of them within 250 feet of my home, including Surveillance Van 3, which was FBI's partner, which FBI was using the Wi-Fi name FBI2 of the time of Surveillance Van 3, using Surveillance Van 3, which Surveillance Van 3 changed to Surveillance Van 4, and FBI2 changed to FBI Radar 1 as the crimes were committed through radio and radar frequency. I want to state FCC is a major suspect in the crimes who failed to report a city code violation. And this is the device they put in my home, as Donald Trump found the same kind of device in his office. As you can see, the model number, notarized, documented, dated, and legitly stamped by the commission and valid. Take a good look, might make you richer. Never know. With the live wire on there, they came on there. The instructions of the FCC device and the model number clearly in place, with the librarian as a witness, which is the best witness you can get, signatured, dated as well. At a Pacoima library in Pacoima, California. Thank you very much. Let's continue on. I want to show you what kind of trucks they use to commit these crimes. Trucks of this kind of value, but to commit radio, radar frequency, and jamming internets. I want to state that the Federal Bureau of Investigations has been involved in this crime for over 30 years and been planning an attack on the White House for over 30 years. I want to say FCC violated major laws, like using devices like this refrigerator, but to electronically electrocute a human being, which is me, by connecting from this Whirlpool refrigerator, but to my FCC Part 16 CFR codes in my mattress, but to torture me and electrocute me so bad till I tasted battery acid in my mouth, which is a major crimes against humanity, including radiation poisoning. Major violations, people. Major violations, people. It's major violations, I said. Major! Now, I want to go ahead and state this right here, and this is the code that the T-Mobile gave, trouble ticket number, but not before admitting and sending this to my 818-397-9713 number. It was on a 29-minute, 35-second recording, which you can find under my MARKSHALOM666 at Outlook.com account, which the whole recorder was placed into there as it copied all the recordings, and we'll give you the hard drive in a minute of that device. it was put into, which was a laptop. And this is the very recording serial number, as it was a FCC WS853 Olympus recorder, and registered under my name for the record. Where FCC, not only through T-Mobile stating that FCC credited my account, which they did credit the phone at 2015 818-397-9713 prepaid T-Mobile phone. They credited my account for 8 months for the record, and said all my calls, including 911, were relayed to their FCC Washington D.C. building for the record. I want to state, if you want to see that phone that was connected and they credited with the text showing, go to my Facebook accounts, as I have 10 of them, under Mark Shallett, MarkShallit, which you'll see them on the cover photos. Let's continue on. Now, let's go ahead and get the serial numbers, ID numbers, and the rest. We're going to be going ahead and giving you about 50,000 paper documents first, and computer chips and hard drives, and then we'll go to 100,000 paperworks, and then we'll go to cyber after that. And the violations of trillions of dollars in U.S. deficit committed by United States residents connected to ISIS and paid by ISIS-connected companies like the FSC. Now, would you like to begin with their... I'm going to go ahead and disassemble them as they disassembled their security state on May 4, 2017. I'll go ahead and disassemble them one more time now to make it twice, with the fatal blow to them all. Now, I want to make sure you have the hard drive first of the very 110 hours of recordings, including T-Mobile admitting to FCC crediting my account for 8 months and sending a trouble ticket to the phone on it, and which hard drive it was put into, which is going to be shown to you right now. And here it is. Go ahead and get that serial numbers. Go ahead and get that. Don't miss one. Go ahead and get them all. Oh yeah, get them all. Don't miss a thing. You're not here to miss nothing. You're here to collect all the evidence. And even the barcode that's on plastic but containing illegal cameras, as ASIS is a terrorist funding company, and we'll be proving that as well, as their product was 4 months prior to purchase already connected to Elon Cohen, terrorist suspect. And that's how he was able to use my accounts. He is a major suspect involved with the plan to blow up the White House with chemical agents and explosive. And he's heavily involved in the murder of a Secret Service agent, and helping impersonate one as well on court documents, which you'll see was in my probation office on 9/16/2017. And if you want to find out where FBI was, just look for the Ferrero Rocher chocolate wrappers they left behind. As you'll see, encrypted serial number on the hard drive. Then you hear the hot thing, the hot pot in my house? Well, we're going to show you why the hot pot is on my house, but not before somebody that doesn't live here, that's been here for 40 days, committed crimes to me every day, including 3 kidnappings. Ari Bloom, 818-644-1100, but check both his tablets from T-Mobile. And don't forget to arrest him too, for 2 attempted murder kidnappings, 3 attempted murder kidnappings. But part of the security state I went against. But I want to charge him for 30 years. I want him sued for every day for giving me trouble. $1,500 per day I can get from him, which I will be suing the shit out of him and putting him in jail on top of it all. And I mean, I'm going to be suing the dog shit out of him. He's really not going to be able to walk after that. Now you hear the crock pot on because of this. because they use it after being paid by LAPD to come in this home, commit crimes. But once you see the codes of the crockpot, you'll understand how the ETC or FCC connected to it. But to overheat my phone, to shut down this video now. Take a closer picture. Some take a picture to get you rich, please. But the reason why Ari Bloom doesn't live here, got kicked out by my mother for causing problems, not only to prove him committed crimes here for 30 years, but brought here to manipulate my home, my family, to commit crimes, but coming here as a very security guard, as I went as a security state, I went against the security state, and that's why I'm suing him for 30 years. Because ever since 30 years, I got proof of him from the beginning committing crimes to me, with it on court documents, as well as therapists and much more. And that's how he's going to be convicted and arrested for his crimes. And as you heard the beep, that's off my mom's phone where the LAPD did the SIM card swap, as it's connected to the very police across my window and her, and I'm paying the bill for both of them. But them to commit crimes and share my accounts with millions of people to commit crimes through slot machines, Pokemon games, and much more, as that's how they're committing the crimes. Through slot machine gamblings and committing federal offenses in the millions, but the FBI having knowledge about it, me calling the FBI to report it, but them laughing at me and red flagging me because they're committing color of authority. And since they're involved with the crime, they don't want to take it. So they make a statement that I'm calling them too much and bothering them, and they red flag me, which is manipulation because they commit color of authority and will be arrested for that too. You notice how the codes on the crockpot? Heavy manipulation, and contain the same screws that are transmitting screws, but how they across the street, 18601, Harris Street, Tarzana, California, and where the FCC main switchboard was at a point, but where the very manager changed from a nice African-American lady to an FBI agent, straight with the suit, but where my phone is located to all the time as theft, but them using my 714-770-4106 to actually use my phone number as their gym of their building phone number, with the proof of it. Not before Spectrum admits to stealing my number, stealing my number and hiding it under my brother's name, but not before LAPD paid him to commit medical fraud in a favor to steal my number and hide it under his Spectrum account and commit medical fraud so they could kidnap me and say I'm crazy, but for saying that I imagined that police placed the very device in front of you in my home, but we're going to show you the doctor note that they have it on, but saying that I imagined it and why they deem me crazy, which not only committed medical fraud, illegally having mother and brother sign medical paperwork, no medical record or mental record prior to that, but